Hello, fair listener. Welcome and thank you for following our journey on metagaming by Rum Propelled Gaming. Fair warning, sometimes we are not safe for work, and others not safe for real life. Journey forth at your own risk. Now let's dive right back into Tarath. Through the campaign Alilopolis.
Eat. God damn
Yeah,
it, Craig.
you, Craig.
Fucking Craig.
Fucking Craig.
Yes, so you guys were headed towards the market, the end of the market, and you're noticing actually as you're nearing the end of the market, it ends abruptly at a cliff face to the south of your direction. And you can hear the waves kind of crashing far below on the rocks. And the smells which were alluring you in this direction are still getting stronger, so you haven't found your way all the way over to the food that you were searching for, although Kat did get some cookies at a stand passing by
A bunch of cookies.
besides the rock.
That I am now carrying.
Yeah, I think I have
You
a small amount of them.
oh
Food. Where's this food? All I've had is a berry. A giant
it's
berry.
coming from the west is the smells that are tantalizing your senses.
So Mime's gonna turn around and sniff. Very similar to a dog that smells something on the wind. So you're gonna sniff and tilt their head up into the wind and look around and sniff and then start walking very quickly towards the good smells.
Sniffs in the wind.
Nothing but sniffs in the wind.
And as that was everybody else's last recollection that's on with us, but Rarlson, you were clawing softly and dozing with a nicely vibrating pillow under you on the deck of a dune.
I wrap my arms around it and just rub all over it. And then look around.
Around you is familiarly, the plate on the table that you're right next to, because it apparently you would just come out of the portal and set up all your pillows right in front of the portal and the table and just went to sleep. Figured It was a good time for a cat nap.
Nice. Yeah. I will kind of pull my randomly rummage around in the pillows and begin one by one pulling out my siblings and throwing them through the portal. And so being time to get up, let's go, and then run outside to see what's going on.
The portal isn't there. The reason I mentioned the portal, sorry, I should have been more clear, was the plate that creates the portal is on that table.
Oh. I touched the plate.
Nothing happens.
Wait, is this the same table that I got from the magic ether?
No, that one is directly to your right. This table is to your left, or more or less.
Okay.
With
I tug my little I forget what it's, torque, and see if I can message someone and ask if someone can let me out.
That comes
and
through.
then I begin licking the plate.
That comes through all the torques.
You gotta spin it.
on my finger?
Yeah. Or just in general.
As if you're a street performer.
Oh. We begin I get my siblings to start a little tune, and then I begin spinning the plate.
Ow.
I will spin it on my sibling Jeffrey's finger as I tell him to hold perfectly still.
Oh, okay. Roll
Kind of like
me
a basketball.
a performance check. Actually, it's usually a sleight of hand, I think I was
Oh.
doing, but I already asked for that, and you were starting up with a tune, so I figured it was the right direction to take it. It starts to kind of spin on Jeffrey's finger, and you see a flicker of light as it does one rotation, but then it starts to stop and roll off the finger towards
I try to catch it.
dexterity.
Um,
Saving.
yeah. Dex save.
You end up catching it as it's falling, and then hit the edge of it though, but it doesn't land in your hands. The catch that I'm referring to was actually with your foot, and it starts spinning there on the top on the tip of your foot. And it starts to elongate as you presumably would remove your foot, and the portal opens in front of you, and you guys walk.
Nice. I do the thing where you kick your feet a bunch, and I pop the portal between them, and then we all jump through.
Did anyone pick up the
Yep.
plate, or is it still back there?
No, I thought it was in
Ime,
Mimi's backpack.
In my backpack.
could
I'm
you
assuming
roll-
it like exits my backpack before it opens.
Aggressively.
I'm
Right,
assuming
last
after
Four
Or to
cats
vibrate.
suddenly in your backpack.
I was actually
time-
assuming. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead, Josh.
No, you go ahead.
I say because last time when someone tried to open it, it like started to vibrate in my backpack. So I'm assuming it did that again this time, and so I recognized from last time that it's vibrating, and I take it out.
Yep, that's what I was going to more or less say too, especially because there was a question of how do I get out of here, coming through the torques. So
Yeah.
with the Redrick's answer of you got to spin it, you would have probably been taking the plate out by that point, and the process of getting it spun up was.
I like the idea that it's not vibrating because someone's trying to come through it. I like the idea of it vibrating because we're terrible at spinning the plate on the first go around. So we just keep half spinning it and then it falls on the floor.
The other one just feels the residual effects of plummeting to the floor.
Or like the attempted spin. It's just letting us know that they were failures.
Yep.
Hilarious.
I was gonna say, I feel like we have to do it twice almost every time, don't we? I've never done
least.
it. As a chicken, I probably shouldn't say anything. I think I can't even hold the plate.
That's great.
Now I kind of want to see Cat try and spin the plate.
I could attempt.
I feel like you could do it on your
Oh.
beak. You could like toss it up and
Oh,
I believe-
yeah, I could do it like that.
Just rapid fire peck it.
Hold it in your feet and just like flap around in a circle, kind of like you would with a
Oh, like
spinning
you're-
chair.
or like a break dancer. Your
Or
feet
like a
in the
break
air.
dancer.
Oh yeah.
Balanced on your beak.
We're so creative.
Yeah, I've never thought
Now
of
you know
trying
what to do.
these things. But I will.
Oh, that's weird to see them all move in sync. Everybody.
Eddie. Yeah. Hello. We all say and wave.
You're seeing the large Goliath that you haven't met behind the portal, stuffing cookies into a bag.
So, for your knowledge, you see 4 human-sized cats, Maine Coons, all dressed like pirates. One of them much more bedazzled than the others, holding a large stuffed and vibrating penis pillow that he looks at and then tosses back through the portal as it closes. The three other cats kind of like tumble, and then I jump forward and say, "Hello, my big friend. My name is Rarl. How are you?"
Good. My name is Frederick, and for information, he is a 7'10" Goliath that is heavily scarred, heavily, and missing his left pinky.
Hmm. Where did you lose it? When was the last place you saw it? Maybe we could find it.
I don't really remember.
What are you holding?
Uh, Probably nothing. Look, I have two shields because my character originally had two shields, but I kind of do I still have a shield?
I thought you still had both your shields.
I thought I
You
laid
didn't-
one down at the at that altar of the guy.
Oh, you did. That's right. You did lay a shield down at the altar. Forgot
So
about-
I'm probably holding in one hand a shield, and on my back is a warhammer. But with a flick of my wrist, you see my gauntlet turn into another shield.
Wow, that's very impressive. Could you carry us?
Probably.
We all get on.
Strength save?
yeah, yeah.
Wait, how tall is
Hell
Raro
yes.
in his
They're all
Brother?
full size like humanoids.
So they're like
Okay, so it's not
150
just a
pounds.
bunch of like small cats. It's like
It's like four people scrambling madly to like hold on to this one guy while also being carried by him. No, don't push, don't push. No, I get to be on top.
I would like to think that you would expect someone after this to be like falling over because like four people charged him, but I rolled a dirty 20.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I imagine Frederick just stands there like a stone as they're climbing on him.
Mm-hmm.
like all
Okay,
right,
Fred.
this is happening.
Where are we going?
I thought that was a hypothetical question. He mumbles under his breath.
No, this is great. We all have our claws, probably like like a cat does, like starting to like dig in. Okay, what are we doing? I was gone last time. I took a nap.
Shopping, I think.
We were looking for food now. You see me
Food?
munching on a cookie.
Pecking on a cookie.
Yeah. I'm assuming I just like came over to this fountain edge and just started like pecking away.
No, I would like to imagine that you're holding it in one of your feet and you're hopping along with your other foot.
Oh, I like that better. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Remember, Jeffrey, don't attack the chicken.
If you
So
are a
we're
smart man-
shopping for food. That
If
is
you-
nice.
If you're a smart man, you'll listen to your brother.
He nods sagely at you. Oh, I did not introduce the rest of my siblings. Before we go and find this delicious food, let me introduce ourselves. And we begin a small tune. And one by one, they jump off. And I say, "This is Rarl. I am Rarl. This is Grarl. This is Jarl." And finally, we have Jeffrey the Magnificent. He does not speak, but he is an excellent mime. Very good at what do you call it? What is the game where you make the motions and people guess the words?
Parades?
Yahtzee?
Charades.
Charades. Yes, he's very good at that. I am not.
Yahtzee.
No, that's definitely it.
Anyway, we're getting food. I like fish. Grottle, could you go find us some fish and chips? Thank you. Here's some gold. Bye. And then they go get some food.
The
Am I being watched while I eat my cookie?
Jeffrey's staring at you.
Oh. I
Kind of
stop
waves
eating
a
my
little bit.
cookie. I stop eating my cookie, and my head disappears under my wing, and I come out with another cookie, and I attempt to hand it to Jeffrey.
He looks back at Rarl and then back at you with encouragement from Rarl, and he takes the cookie and he breaks it into 4 pieces and hands it out to the other 3, holding one for the sibling who is getting fish and chips for everyone else. Nods sagely to you and nibbles on it, then rolls onto his back.
Just happy to have a cookie.
Yep.
Does Frederick see this?
I would say so. You're right next to it.
Do you all just want your own cookie?
No, we must share everything. If we got cookies, we would get 4 different kinds and break them up into quarters so that we could each have 1 quarter of a different cookie.
Okay.
Communism at its finest.
They like sharing. It's nice. I continue
This one
eating.
comes back with like way too much fish and chips for everybody.
Oh,
Yeah, you can
so
have the chips.
we were talking last time about what I, as a chicken, would eat, and I have said that I have seen them eating like turkey before. So,
That makes sense.
Hamilton,
Chickens are brutal.
yeah, Hamilton sent me a video of a bunch of chickens eating a rotisserie chicken.
Yeah, they'll eat
chick-
their own eggs too.
Chickens don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
They are closely related to dinosaurs, which also don't give a fuck.
I mean, this is true. What if I evolve like a Pokemon and I turn into a dinosaur?
That would
Oh
be
my god, that'd
really
be so
cool.
sick.
It
What
would.
if you evolved into a Velociraptor? Or Velocisaurus. I don't know what it's called. That would be fun. We could
I would
ride you.
enjoy that. Yeah. I could be big enough for the whole party to have a fun ride on.
Giggity.
Haha!
Boing.
That poor chicken.
We could all ride the cock.
Now remember, I am the manliest of chickens.
I feel like we need to get Cat an enlargement spell.
My
Wait,
Ooh.
my Bach resonates with testosterone.
I think that the wizards can get that spell. I have to check.
Yeah, they
A
can.
giant kicking would be amazing in combat.
That
Just
would be pretty
enlarge-
great.
I want to see you peck someone's face off.
You suffer from limp beak.
We can help.
The low price of $9.99.
Per pill.
I'm trying to think of a name that would be funny, and I can't.
Don't worry, the pills are in the shape of corn grain.
That's hilarious. Oh, corn stalks?
The cock.
Nah.
Buckcock.
Bacock Incorporated.
Buck cocks.
All right, so are we all just chilling around? Is this a fountain? I'm assuming next to us,
Yep.
eating
That is a fountain.
cookies
Fish and chips.
and
And
fish and
cookies.
chips.
Wait,
This is a great day.
when he said they brought back fish and chips for everyone, did he mean everyone, or like his brothers?
Everybody.
Oh.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I would
Hmm.
say your bargaining went well, and if you could roll or not roll, subtract a silver out of your inventory there
Sure.
for what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fish and chips.
Sure.
Seems like a good deal. And it's very fresh fish. Everyone can tell it's still steaming freshly grilled.
I'm gonna
Um,
do 2 silver because I'm gonna get a double order.
Oh, so 16.
Yeah, and then have the rest for pocket fish.
Pocket fish.
It's like pocket sand, but better.
It's like pocket tendies.
The the chef slash cook would have just looked at you like, well, yeah, pocket food. You'd want it. Would you want jerky instead?
No, we like fresh fish.
Well, all right then. I'll guess I'll make a cat bag. He seems
But this-
particularly perturbed by talking to a large cat. Do you think?
Why? Do you not like that I clean myself while I'm sitting at your bar? I like my
I'm-
butt. Oh.
No. Don't get your likes around these parts very often, is all. It's a big ogre,
should-
by the way. That's
Oh.
shirtless and cooking.
He
with
should.
nothing more than a loincloth.
You are so strong looking.
Um.
Would you like to join our family?
No, I'm going to get back to work now. Here's your first order.
Okay, thank you.
It's gonna take me a while to get the second one up.
Okay, I'll be back. It might not be me, but it will look like me. Okay, bye.
Bye. And you guys are sitting on that fountain while you're eating, and you're seeing and watching a crew of people that are working on the cliffs, it looks like, on the cliff's edge with a crane that's going over the edge with a hook, and then it's coming back up with boxes and setting it down. You're presuming from some sort of ship below, and you do see tops of sails kind of from this distance, but only the very top's crow's nest every now and again bobbing up and down over the cliff's edge.
I don't want to like drop anything on you, but does like Frederick have any like sort of like revelation with the fish about his past? Because I just like
No, there's no. Yeah, roll a history.
The fish is just that good.
18. You were getting a memory of a time before when you used to
Land before time.
maybe your family in this, because it was a small hut that you kind of remember at water's edge, and you would go fishing on the cold mornings, and you just remember it because of this taste of this particular fish seems to be reminiscent of those of that you would cook for breakfast for your family after coming back for those fishing trips that you're oddly remembering fondly now, but you don't know anything else about that or why.
Okay.
Wave my hand in front of your face. He seems out. Hey, are you there? That
Yeah,
would be a nice memory.
Yeah. Something just came back. Not a lot of things come back to me anymore.
Too much head trauma.
Like,
Yes.
you should get a boomerang.
Does that help with head trauma?
No, they always come back.
They do.
A nod.
No, I think
Jeffrey nods sagely.
I think boomerangs cause head trauma more than help with.
That's true. Do you have a helmet?
Well, I have my god helm. The god of protection, so technically yes.
Oh, I thought that was Trojan.
Oh my god, that's so much better than helm. He doesn't say that in character. That's totally me saying that.
How are Hamilton and or Mime enjoying their fish?
Delicious.
Mimes is gone.
And the chips
Alright.
to be that were on the side, you guys are crunching on probably now after finishing that is all very fried, different root vegetables, varying colors too. None of it is just one singular thing. There's some purple. There's some. You're guessing carrots, potatoes, and beets at the very least.
Interesting.
And you guys are reminiscing about the fact that you also need to get to that factory district. You were trying to get the rest of the pillows and candles
That's right.
Cat and the Rawsons had ordered.
Oh, that's so exciting! I
Am I
can't
the-
wait.
Am I the only one that thinks it's now confusing that we have four cats in the party and that we have a chicken named Cat?
Yep, you're the only one.
The rest of
It's
us are just
totally
accepting it.
normal.
All right then.
Hamilton?
What? Sorry.
Oh, okay. Just for the only one that hadn't weighed in on that question.
About the fish?
No.
Going to the not the business district, the warehouse district.
Oh, yeah, they am.
Don't
And
you
about
want
the
your
confusion.
pillow? Oh yeah, are
Of-
you confused by cats and chickens?
And their
I'm-
mystical powers.
We are missing.
All we need now are boots.
Hamilton's taken back by it, but given everything he's seen so far in this journey, it's just another day,
Oh,
and I'm still
Oh,
trying to
boy.
wrap my head around this armor.
Oh. Yeah, the reeling from your past.
Yeah.
Mime, I'm guessing you're picking up this plate again.
Yeah, definitely putting it in my backpack.
I
Question.
Answer.
Since Frederick hasn't been here for a while, a question a question pops into his mind. Where exactly are we?
I have no idea.
We are in the city that. Hold on.
Socrates.
Yeah, that's it. Socrates.
In comparison to the lava tower, where is that exactly?
Oh, way far away.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're not like underground and like this is like a magical like demi or subplane? Demiplane. I don't know why that came to.
No.
No, so
We're
this is
still
still
in Gargant.
so this is the real world. Okay, got it.
Yep. We're not tripping or anything.
Or not?
Not yet.
Hey. So let's go get our shit.
Well, why aren't we? Let's go find some trucks.
That's a great question. I like this guy.
All right, yeah, I'd say we would just like once we finish up our food, we're all like, all right, let's head out and go buy our other, what is it, 50 lavender candles and a bunch of nice cushy sex pillows.
Mm.
Yes, the perfect stuff to go on an adventure with.
I mean, depends upon the adventure.
Ah, na, 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 na.
Have you
I
heard about
assume it-
Doc? It's only $9.99 a pill.
Yes.
A bargain.
All right. So my question is: are we
only
gonna
for
walk
non-
there, or are we gonna get? Are we gonna do a walking montage where actually we just end up there?
Wait a minute, it's not a pill, it's a current kernel. That has been enchanted with the same spell that
Ah,
Enlarge
shit.
reduce.
It's an
Nah.
embiggening cocktail.
And
Now it's-
Mm.
cocktail would also be a good name.
I don't know, but Gawk's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
Totally mature adults, every single one of us.
I like it.
I am an adult.
In your meta question for that, I would say that it would be a montage of sorts of how you're getting there. But there was also suggestions from the one lady of a carriage. I thought that was going to be your question as well. But you could walk.
Oh yeah, because
or
she
you
said
can
it
get
was like a
carriage.
2-hour walk to the warehouse district from where we were. So apparently the city is large.
And in
Wow.
charge.
I mean, that makes
With the
sense.
market.
You wouldn't.
Market size. Yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, go ahead.
We could totally get a carriage.
I'll chip in for carrot.
Yeah.
Or do we get one of those like little wheelie things, and then everyone else just hangs out in the portal so that we can save like 5 bronze?
I like this. This is a great idea.
Just like everyone hangs out in the portal, and the other guy gets like a motorbike or like a rickshaw instead of like a whole carriage.
I mean, this is probably a good idea. Maybe we should
I can
make
show
use
you
of
the
it.
pillows we have so far.
Oh, I could experiment on my rock.
I like pillows.
Is there any consequences to putting a pocket dimension inside a pocket? Well, it's not a pocket dimension. It's more like a portal that has like a miniature spell thing attached to it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't want to walk through the portal and the universe break.
We wouldn't break. We'd just get teleported into the astral sea and start a new campaign of space pirates.
I mean, I'd be up for that, but
We can yeah. Space pirates.
Space pirates, robots in disguise.
You guys are talking. One of the people that are passing by you, because the street is filled pretty much, and you guys are shoulder to shoulder for the most part. Otherwise, with these other folk that are walking by, and one of them just pops their head into your conversation of, "Oh, well, I heard you're looking for a carriage."
It's rude to just speak to people when they're not talking to
Oh,
you.
well, I got a great deal for you. It's gonna be only like a. He looks you guys all over. A single silver, to anywhere in the city.
For all of us?
Anywhere. I wish to go to the royal palace headquarters throne room. Bring me there now.
I can bring you to the gates, but you can
You said
only
anywhere.
That is to their. I'm just clarifying your request there.
Hi, my
Cat-
name is Raro.
Hello. My name is Timothy.
I wander away.
so annoying.
Well, are you all still looking for a carriage? He turns to Mime Hamilton and
No,
Frederick.
I say to him, no, I'm pretty sure Jarl went that way.
Oh, I just like wandered to like the nearest shop thing. I was done with the conversation.
Yeah, no, but he said, "Are you all
Yeah,
looking for a carriage?" And I was like,
Jarl. went
Jarl.
that
Oh.
way. He was going
I
for the
turn
pun.
around. Oh, got it. Oh.
Excuse me. Might be the accent, but I said y'all.
"Well,
You win. The Earl pops up. Yes?
Gosh darn it. You want a carriage or not?
do we want a carriage to go to the?"
Sure, it's chump change. We might as well.
I cluck an agreement.
Oh, I was just going to try to bargain him down from a silver, but okay.
Nah, we can afford it.
He sticks out his hand.
Wait, I'm going to say, wait, how big is this carriage?
Oh, I mean,
Meal bottle service?
big as you want it to you. We can provide that. That might be a bit more. Depends upon how many bottles you're gonna get.
No bottles. We'll all fit. You'll take us to the warehouse district.
Warehouse district. Aye. You got a address or location in mind? It's a pretty big district.
She wrote that down for me on a piece of paper, didn't she?
Mhm.
I'm gonna wander over because I'm still chilling on the fountain, and I'm gonna just like hand him a piece of paper with one of my feet.
This guy is
He looks at it and goes, "What is that chicken strat?"
is well dressed for the most part. Looks down and goes, "Is this your chicken?" And
It's a cat, obviously.
uh,
I begawk.
pardon my ignorance, but I believe that over there, and he points to the Rarlsons in general. Those
We
are
all
cats.
waved.
This is a chicken, at least where I come from.
I
Anywho,
begawk indignantly.
I look at him with a very serious face and say, "It's a chicken."
yes, that is indeed what I
Oh, it's
just
a cat.
said.
Fuck, you're fucking me up. I roll.
He bends down to pick up whatever the chicken is holding. Oh, yeah. Is this where you'd like to go?
I begawk and nod. Just not gonna use words with him. I'm just gonna cluck at him.
Uh,
Well, you can't speak other than through the torque, right?
Mm-hmm.
and he's looking up, kind of
Oh,
around
that's interesting.
at the other people in the group, waiting for some sort of.
The four of us come back and we nod, and then we get into his carriage before he like confirms anything.
What the cat said.
Oh, there's no carriage currently
Oh.
right there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where is it?
He's just standing in the crowd, with you guys. Which there's no room for a carriage up here, more or less at this particular hour, anyways. And he is looking between kind of Mime, Hamilton, Frederick, and I guess now the cats that they've come back.
We came back with the rest of the fish.
Oh yeah.
We're now eating it. Would you like some fish?
No, thank you. I just ate.
Oh,
But is this where you would like to go?
yes.
And he holds up the car. Okay. Well, great. Give me about 2 shakes. That's he looks up at the sun. About 30 minutes here to get the carriage pulled around to the front of the market. You can't really pull it all up in here with all this traffic. And he gestures around to the packed street. And and he pulls out another card and handing you back the first card. Wave this card around
Oh, okay.
at the entrance, and we'll meet back up.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm gonna take the paper back from him, put it back in my bag.
You should apologize to the chicken before we go.
Why am I apologizing to the chicken?
Because you said it's our chicken. It's its own chicken.
Oh. That. With all due respect, chicken. He's talking louder to make sure you hear him. Like he's talking and not sure if you understand him, kind of thing. I do so apologize for my any disrespect I had showed you. How's that?
Good boy.
I begawk.
He tips his hat off to you. Well, it must be off.
Okay, bye.
He is regretting offering us his carrot. It's great.
Poop in his carriage.
I
So
should lay an egg.
Just as we're leaving, just look back at him. Just
wait. I have a question. How long have you been traveling all together?
Oh,
We all just look at each other.
many moons.
So, if you have been camping in the morning for breakfast, do you have... I look at the chicken. Do you have eggs?
Only
I-
once.
I have only laid an egg once.
Wow.
And you're noticing the plumage on top of the quote chicken's head to blatantly
Oh,
label it as a
wait.
rooster.
That makes a lot of sense. Wait. How did you lay an egg?
Did you believe?
Willpower.
I see.
There was a lot of squinting involved.
I just felt the urge one day, and I squatted down and I laid an egg, and then we used it as a light source. We didn't eat it.
Jeffrey, get on that. I wish to lay an egg one day. He nods.
If he lays an egg, it's going to be fantastic.
It's all right. We'll just hatch it under a toad.
All right, shall we walk back to the beginning of the market? Do we want to continue shopping for 30 minutes until he gets here?
I have no need for other things, I don't think.
Yeah, I think I found all I'm going to need for now.
To the market! Da-la-la-la-la.
So you guys walk to the end, and Lilin, who was the weapons and armor stand, who had noted to be finishing off some of your orders, grabs you guys as you walk by and says, I'd actually finished quite early on these. I'd been able to get them in a carriage and move them along pretty quickly. And you're seeing that you guys have been at the market for a good 4 hours now. So I've managed to make those adjustments for your armor, little one. And he hands Mime their armor and such. I think.
Yes.
Also, and you, big one. And he hands you your armor, Frederick.
Thank you, fine sir.
And you guys should both have those already in your bags. Just, I was trying to figure out a good way to put it into the story, and I could not come up with all of those stats on the spot. Also, so, to this district, I've got to though grab all of you and just wait a moment. You're all right there.
Should get the Batman.
So you
thing
get
in
to
here.
the
Yeah, I'm just imagining that loading screen they had. Transitions.
I do not see it, Josh.
Well, I know. I was starting to describe before I actually put anybody anywhere and such. Because you get to
No.
the end of the mark. Oh,
I mean, I
what?
don't see my armor.
Oh, you know what I did? I started to make it, and then D&D Beyond was on the fritz, so I couldn't finish making it. So I need to finish doing that. I'll make a note for myself.
All right.
But you guys get to the end of the market, go down the bridge, and Kat, I'm assuming you take out his card and in your beak and kind of just wave it around, and shimmering next to the fountain to the right of the bridge flickers into existence the carriage and Timothy, and he's standing there with the door open, and inside you could see that it's much larger on the inside than it is on the outside. He says, "Please step in."
Wow, this is great. We should get one of these. Wait, we have one. What am I talking about?
I climb in.
Yeah,
I
Mime's gonna
also get
follow
in.
Kat.
Yeah, we all pile in, all at the same time. We don't fit. No, let me in first. No, I go first. Ah.
I just imagine you're stuck shoulder to shoulder around the archway of it.
Yeah, basically.
If I give them one firm push, will they go in?
We all tumble
Roll.
in. Whoa!
Just strength or
I guess so. Yep.
Is this an aggressive nudge, or are you being gentle about it?
50-50. I imagine it's just like a nudge from a guy who's stronger than he thinks he is, or is stronger.
Nope.
Yeah.
We all just tumble in and just like scatter on the ground.
And then you guys get in, and Timothy looks in at you guys kind of piled in there, and the Rorelson's sprawled on the floor, and he just goes, huh? Closes the door. Goes. You can hear up front with the 2 horses that are drawing it, and you hear it clattering across the cobblestones, and then there's a point where as you're going along and you're, chatting or what have you, and the clattering stops. You hear him talking to somebody softly outside, and then because it seems to be there's some sort of sound dampening on the carriage itself too. All the sounds aren't really coming through as clearly as you would think just from a wooden wall that it looks like. With some, it might be the cushioning though on the walls too, because it's pretty plush on the inside. You've noticed.
Mime's getting nervous.
Um,
And they're gonna go
Okay.
check and see if the door's locked.
So this door, what's the inside of this carriage look like?
The inside of the carriage is extremely well cushioned, floor to ceiling. The floor is less so of the soft variety of cushion though, and just more so of the it's just a softer wood, and the cushions are all nice and well maintained. There doesn't seem to
Okay.
even be many rips, or you're wondering to yourself how many people have actually ridden in this thing. And when you go to check the door, Mime, it is completely unlocked, and you poke your head outside, like you said, and you see Timothy, and noise comes in more clearly outside of the rushing river. And as Timothy's talking to a bargeman, it looks like, because you're at an edge of a ferry float, and he's talking to him, and he's like, "Oh, yes, I guess I could do a single copper penny this time. It's a rather heavy load. You understand, Baron?" "Yeah, well, I'll just get you across the river, no problem. Espionage."
Yeesh.
And Timothy turns around and sees you poking your head out, Mime, and says, "Don't be worrying. We're about to be off again."
Mime's gonna
And
shoot him some finger guns and get back in the carriage.
he climbs back. He walks back to the carriage as you're presumably closing the door, and you hear it clatter onto the boat, and then you feel the. That sound did not come through, but rushing water under the boat, and the carriage, and wobbling of it as it goes across the river to the other side, and you feel it get off the ferry and start on its journey on a much more rough cobblestone. You're wondering if it's actually stoned at all, or if they're just gotta be something. This road is not nice, and you feel it roll to a stop, and then a knocking on the carriage of. "We're here!"
Oh, that's nice. That was a nice ride.
I'm gonna say
kinda
we
glance
slowly
around.
disembark.
And when you guys disembark, you're saying you glance around. Is that what you're saying there?
Yes, I didn't know that we were on a barge. This is interesting.
Oh, Timothy would say it after the say. "Oh yes, well you have to take a barge across the river there. It's it's the quickest route to this side of the town. Otherwise, you've got to jump from over one wall, over the next wall, and up and over your asshole to get to your elbow, if you understand what I mean. Sorry, the language."
That's fine. Did everyone else seem to react somehow to? Did I notice that at all or no?
React to.
So the rest of the players were reacting to the description of the carriage ride.
Mm-hmm.
Did I pick up on, was that discomfort, or what was that?
Yo, that was just me describing the carriage ride and them being leery of being in a carriage that's completely in somebody else's control.
Oh, okay. We were just like super chill about it. Okay. Are we in the warehouse district then?
Yes, so you guys step out, and Kat, you look at the card that you had been given in on the front of the next to a statue that's holding some fires that are lit now. It seems like it's getting a darker hour, the dusk time, because it was afternoon when you guys had started into the market. Now it's in the evening, but the sign does match up with the card that you were given, and it reads pillow talk on the sign.
This is perfect.
This is where
Uh,
we need to go.
Is there any windows inside?
There are a couple windows. They seem to be into a moderately lit room and desk with somebody leaned over it, and you can tell to get to it you'd have to go through a small gate around the side, and that's Timothy also explains. Yes, if you just walk through the gate there, they don't keep it open this time of day, and just step. I don't think I hadn't been able to make doors into this particular map. They'd made that addition after I'd made this map. Anywho, and if you just step on through the side door.
Sure. I don't know. I still see the.
Oh, my bad. I think I need to move the bookmark thing again. There we go.
Yeah,
Apologies.
I was still looking at the market.
Okay.
That should get you where you guys need to be.
All right. If there's an obvious easy way in, I will proceed that way. So we bought like a billion pillows. The space that we have, this magic plate portal, is going to be quite comfortable. You will see.
I also say we have what was it? Another 50 candles to pick up.
Which was like lavender candles, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
lavender
going to be so
tallow.
nice.
With all the pillows, yeah, this worked out well.
We proceed in, I think, is the way in.
He was gesturing to this gate here, Timothy, and around the corner.
All right. Is it closed or?
It is closed. The door is closed. But
we simply
little
climb
window.
over it.
Oh, okay. No one seems to stop you. But you could roll me in athletics.
We have climbing speed.
Oh, right. That's right. Never mind.
I seem to have locked one of the cats into one of the buildings.
Oh, I see it. That's funny. There you go.
We proceed to, I guess, unlock this door.
Oh, from the inside?
Yeah.
After climbing over it. You go to open the door, and it wasn't locked. It was just latched. You realize you could have opened it from either side.
Okay. I opened the door, but I don't make it obvious that it was just latched. Ah, good. We got in. Let's go. Jeffrey shakes his head. Hello.
I walk on it.
I think we're supposed to be meeting someone here about all the pillows. All right, gang, split up. Try to find someone.
Wait,
There's
did
a-
I write
there-
down a name?
I don't believe so, because I don't think I gave one. And one was not asked. I was going back and listening to it today to double check.
Well, why would we ask? We enter this building if it's open. I'm guessing everyone else
it's
is
wide open
fallen.
over there.
I don't know if anyone else is doing
And
stuff, but
I don't know. Is Frederick Hamilton or Mime doing anything?
I'm just following everybody in.
we're going to need the portal at some point once we get all the pickup for the pillows.
I could hold everything.
Mm,
I
look
bet you could
doubtfully.
hold them if they were all in a sack, but I think they're gonna give us a bunch of individual pillows. Is
Oh
the
no,
door?
no, no. I mean, with my new backpack, I can hold all of them.
Oh, you have a fancy backpack?
Yes, I do.
What's so fancy
Um,
about it? We all crawl over you to look at your backpack.
I open the like small pocket that I put the cookies in, and I just keep pulling out cookies.
Endless cookies, backpack. We should start a business. We could
Uh,
just wait. What happens if we turn the backpack upside down?
I
Does
wouldn't
just
recommend
cookies fall out endlessly?
that. No, there is an end
Oh.
to the cookies,
Oh,
but I can hold as much stuff as you guys want.
cool. Okay, that's cool. I like that. So
It costs a lot of money.
So we still haven't seen anybody yet, right?
I
No,
think I'm making eye contact with something right now. I mean,
you are, and so you guys hadn't seen anything up to this point, but Kat, when you walked into the you're guessing a warehouse of sorts, you seen a gentleman that was rustling about, and he turned to look at you as you came in, but turned back, but kind of like, it's just a chicken. And was going back to work, and then it looks like Frederick, you walked in.
Yes.
Ah, hello. May I help you?
We are looking for a pickup of something. I look at the chicken.
Well,
I
we have some things.
I get the piece of note paper back out or the note card back out, and I wander towards this dude and hand it to him again, holding it out with one of my feet.
Is this? He leans down to pick up the piece of paper from the chicken that's being proffered and says, "Thank you." He holds it kind of away from his face, adjusting the monocle that he's wearing. Beatrice was sending you to pick up some pillows.
yes.
I'm a gawk in agreement.
We should have Kat
Oh,
do all of the negotiating for the party.
Yep, she's social face. Face of the party. This is who you talk to.
I end
Not
up.
me to be mean to the little chicken.
Is that
Actually, we're
25,
dark.
25 candles I'm reading on here too? That's a large order.
Gawk.
Oh, well, that is one useful chicken. I think I could put him to work here if you're looking to make some use out of them.
We all four pop out into the doorway, looking very angry. He's not for sale. He is his own person.
Frederick is also giving him a
Well.
very stern look.
Anything's for sale if you just ask for the right price, if you know what I mean. And he says, "I'll just
Are
be
you
going to
advertising slavery?
get the pillows and candles," as he walks away.
That's a good idea, friend. We should burn this place to the ground. No, we're good. Never mind.
Well, by the sounds of it, he isn't. So
The constant reminders, like, right. I'm a good person now.
I'm a good person. I was a pirate. I am no longer. I am good person. Totally.
We don't-
100%.
we don't scream at coworkers. I'm a good person. I'm a good person.
I'm a gawk in agreement, and I nod my head to you, like, yes, we're good people. You're doing great.
And you see the gentlemanly orc going around with a cart, piling up the pillows, and he's looking at scratching his head, and he's counting them each individually, and then grabs a crate, you assume full of candles, and wheels it in your direction. Excuse me, chicken, I'm gonna wheel this on outside for you.
Okay, yeah. I get out of the way. Don't run over the chicken.
And he sets the cart just outside of the two large double doors, and sees the rest of the people outside as, oh, well, this makes more sense now. Seems like you
Hi.
guys are going to have a fun time. Well, if I might suggest, we've got a couple on layaway here that's some not just nice smells, but I think we just gotten our enchanters to do something quite fantabulous, if I might do say so myself.
Ooh.
Is the stack the stuff like out in the open?
Yep. Yeah, it's like right here.
Frederick just starts putting it in his backpack.
I send one of the cats to sit there and count every pillow as he puts it into the thing to make sure I'm getting the correct amount.
Oh, if only Warren was here. He's great at accounting.
1, 2, 3. Jeffrey.
Bagok, who is
no,
Warren?
7, 17, 12. Oh no.
Can Frederick count accurately while he's doing it? Because
Yeah, I mean, you guys could both roll.
just an
Sure.
intelligence.
Yeah, it would be based upon intelligence, certainly, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand one specifically. Intelligence saving. Yeah, that makes sense.
Saving throw. Oh.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10. Saving throw is +3, but this is also not me, so I would stick with the standard, which is just 11.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 6.
Because it's not my character; it's my sibling doing it.
Oh, right. So, yeah, Frederick, you try to start counting, and the count not only is the counting of Jeffrey. Wait, was it Jeffrey? Because I thought Jeffrey didn't talk.
Jeffrey doesn't talk.
Okay, I forgot who was counting now. Then was that Rara?
I'll send you. Yeah, Jarl is the
Jarl.
counter. Grarl is the big tough guy.
Oh, okay. So Jarl is counting and throwing Frederick off every time, and then messes it up once or twice, and it messes up Frederick all over, all completely.
And Frederick's trying to count on his fingers, but he's missing a pinky, so it doesn't really work.
And then he just gets frustrated and starts just putting them all in there.
Yeah, we totally got enough. Great, cool. Right thumper. Jarl winks at Frederick. Shh, it's fine.
Was anyone interested in? He's looking around. That other thing that I'd offered.
Oh yeah, what was that? Sorry, we were looking at pillows.
I understand.
Did you know
I
that they
understand.
were selling some that looked like giant peni?
I believe the term is phallic pillows. Yes.
Mm.
It was.
Sorry,
it was, it's all right there, lad. It's just a new branding we're trying to come up with. You know, that was Beatrice's child, so I was letting her take over the stand.
They're really nice. I
Yeah.
didn't know they would be so hairy, but
Well,
And
you know,
earthy.
those are all the excellent standards we'd polled many women, and they said those were the ones that they liked. So that's what we're going with.
wow, that's great. Anyway, what was that other thing you were saying that you wanted to talk about?
Yes. It's an enchanted candle that when it burns, it actually intensifies orgasm.
Oh,
I'll take 2.
Wow.
Man, this would be a great magic trick to add with the other magic.
does this candle have a particular title? I got it.
Well,
Vesuvius.
is a work in progress, I have to say. So it is just a prototype. That's why it's not out in the market over there. But um,
Vesuvius.
we, the working title currently is Shit. Stupid brain, stop saying it. I was trying to come up with something for that was appropriate to it, but there is not. So it was burnin' hunk of love.
um, did he also bring out like the candles that we purchased?
Oh yes. Those are in the crate just there in the front. And he says, "Oh, just let me." And he walks around to the front of it and pulls a small little pry bar. It looks like at his hip off of his belt, and he just sticks it under the top of the crate and and then it comes out pulling the nail. Oh, it makes a better noise. It makes it as the nail just slides out. That's what it is. I've opened a crate or two in my time.
I'm gonna hop up on the edge of the crate and just take a nice deep breath of all the candles.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
Too much carbon monoxide.
Uh-oh. 15.
Okay, you're good. You take a deep breath and you're wondering whether or not your senses are of smell in particular has been messed with, but maybe it's just the fact that you're a chicken and you haven't smelled lavender since when you were human, at least not in this intensity, because it smells just as if you had stuck your head into a bush, which is still good, and it's very fragrant, but it's not as potent as what you were expecting.
I begawk in sadness, but I begawk for Frederick to come pick up the rest of these candles.
I just start serving them in my backpack.
So that means go ahead.
Do you all just speak chicken then? He's looking around between everybody.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, well.
Would you like to speak chicken? We could teach you a few fun words.
Sure, actually.
Great.
In exchange for testing these candles out and giving me a little bit of feedback, I would certainly love to learn a couple phrases in chicken.
Wait, so hold on. We're testing them for you.
Yes.
Oh no,
yes.
you're giving. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, what would you like to know? Chicken will tell you, or cat will tell you. Sorry, I apologize.
He's looking at the chicken and just.
She understands you. He? I never asked.
Thinking.
But he can lay eggs. I don't know what that means.
Listen, it was a complicated process to become a chicken, so we're gonna skip the
Nobody knows what it means, but it gets people going.
Knows. Nobody knows.
Well, I guess the most important one to assure my fluency would probably be best to start off with a fine how do you do.
I give a quiet cock-a-doodle-doo.
And
It rhymes, kind of. How do you do? Cautical doodle do.
he rolled a 16, so he does a pretty good impression of. Oh, that didn't. Did that come through?
He doesn't get the pronunciation totally correct, so it's like, "How's your doing?"
I nod. I nod after he does his reflects the word back to me, and I nod like, doing good. I still don't speak this whole time.
And he goes, wonderful. I'll have to remember. And just one more phrase before I go grab those few candles. And this one's more for my own fancy. Wanna fuck?
Gawk!
Hey, that's the name of that medicine. That's cool.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. It's a nice. I wonder if that has anything to do with that medicine. My competitors came out with that one. Well, guess I better be getting those candles. And you hear him practicing gawk in the warehouse.
You think he's going to say that to real chickens?
The dead silence is amazing.
Yes.
The best response it could have been to that question.
Like, why would he ask that?
He comes back out with
Maybe he just likes
Anyway.
stuff.
what looks like 5 full-length candles. Who's going to be? Should I be handing this to the person in charge here? And he walks over to Chicken. AKA Cat. And places them next to you on the crate with the other candles that Frederick was taking out on the lid though.
How
guess.
many candles does he give us?
5.
Okay, and again, these candles are to intensify orgasm.
Yes.
I'm just gonna take one and like put it in the bag hidden under my wing. And then
Jeffrey's gonna come a step forward and take one.
yeah.
Go, Jeffrey, go.
Hamilton will walk forward and take one as well. It has a
That's
very umami smell.
Ooh. Ooh. Good mame.
Jess is dying right now.
Sir, that's inappropriate.
There are then 2 candles left sitting on top of it.
I mean, we'll take them, whoever wants them, but
Does Frederick take a candle?
No, he's not interested.
He doesn't
Noted.
need enhancements.
And Mime's just hanging out next to the other factory wall there, away from the hole.
I'm just studying this tree. This is it's a real nice tree we got right here in the middle of this clearing. I appreciate the shade. It has some real nice branches. The leaves are real green. I'm just, it's just a very beautiful tree that I'm intensely studying.
If no one else is gonna grab the candles, I'll just put the remaining 2
Mhm.
In my bag. So that means I'll have 3.
sure.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Wonderful.
What was the name of these again?
Burning hunk of love.
All right.
Burning hunk of love.
And he pulls out a card from his vest pocket and hands it to you two, Cat, and says, just after you've used them, if you could, and he flips the card over, just press, no thumbs, press your beak right here, and think your responses. It will populate in one of my messaged papers. It'll go into the file, just for simplicity's sake.
These are fancy. It's just one card.
Mhm.
I take the card and I also put it in my bag.
Does that happen every time? Or just like when you're under the effects of it? Seems like a great way to message people from a long distance.
Oh, this particular card is keyed to a specific type piece of documentation that I hold in my office. And if it's pretty useful for fact gathering. I send them out for a lot of surveys for the materials and products we create here. This isn't the only division, of course, but I figured, considering the pillows and candles, this was an excellent time for you to test this particular product. However, we do test others, and we are very, very fond of creation here in Socrates. Take very, very much pride in our intellectual abilities.
Raul's eyes kind of like wander towards the office and then shakes his head to himself and says, "You're a good person."
I nod in Bagok with like a little bow, just to give a thank you.
Certainly. It was a pleasure.
Well, do we need to order another like carriage, or is the one that was here? What are we doing also?
Oh, you had a carriage. You should be the cards of this town. I failed to say. It's one of our first inventions too. That's probably why I'm so lackadaisical with it. It might be new to folks like yourselves out of town. I was going to ask you for yours. See, these everyone's been oriented with their own cards of sorts. These are particular to the products I've been creating. Obviously, I have tons of different ones. But if you have the driver's card, then you should be able to get a hold of him again. Do you guys
These like
need a
social security cards?
Yeah,
Oh.
that card he gave us to wave around.
Oh yeah, that's right.
No,
Oh.
no. These aren't quite like a government issued identification or anything. If that's what you're implying with, I don't know what a social or security is, but
Oh, that's cool.
these are more so like the best way to think of it as a calling card for the most part. For most people, they would have one. Would you guys? I'm not sure who you are, but need one per se? I could whip one up. I actually, right quick, just need a name and probably a singular piece of your person, say a piece of hair, fingernail, or what people prefer. Those come off pretty easily. Drop of blood if you're into that sort of thing, but nobody really does that anymore.
Just any bodily fluid then.
Well, or bodily piece.
I think we're
What
nowhere
would the
this one's
benefits?
going.
What are the benefits of this so-called
oh.
card? And get your mind out of the gutter, you.
It's well, I mean, it's obviously dependent upon your business. I'm not quite sure what that might be. I might be overstepping in asking, but I assume you are in business, or you wouldn't be able to get such good money to be spending on such a large purchase. So I assume you have some sort of means of income. Not sure what that might be, but if you do, then I would presume you want to make sure that everyone can get a hold of you to perform those tasks as quickly and easily as possible. It's a logical progression for
I'm a
business.
gawk in agreement. We
I
need
looked
a
at the
card.
others. He knows too much.
I'm gonna look at him and ask, so do you need just one person to provide you with bodily pieces, or do you need all of us to provide you with bodily pieces?
It's best if there's something of a mixture of the of the people that are involved in the business, so that. But if you have key figures involved,
Dog.
perhaps it'd be best to have them be the reliance of the message. And he's looking at you all, and he's like, are you all wearing the same jewelry? Is that the same necklace? I might be able to pull some magical essence from that if you're
It's like a friend's
connected.
bracelet.
Yes. I might be able to pull some essence from it. I would just need probably one person's. He's looking at it and where it's positioned. Well, considering that, it'd probably be sweat is the easiest thing that's come in contact the most. Oh, and he looks over at Hamilton. I presume who has long enough hair to be touching the torque, and says, "Or your hair would do quite a lock of your hair would do quite nicely." In pointing to you, because it's been in contact for a while. Assuming you were all, well attached to your necks.
I pluck out a feather that's close to my torg and kind of like hold it up in my beak.
Oh, that will do nicely.
Hamilton will flick his hair over his shoulder and, what about spit?
Well, I mean, as I was sort of implying with that whole ramblings, I'm sorry if I wasn't too clear. I was thinking through it still, but the idea here is that any one of your team could be contacted for a job of sorts with whatever it is, the business that you.
So what if we were split up?
That's where I
individual.
was.
Could we get
leaning-
like a mark, a tattoo that we pressed it and it like burned on the other's arms and summoned them to call? I mean, no, never mind. I'm a good person.
That is something that I know of someone that can do that. I don't personally have those abilities currently, or
Cool.
or machines or such to set up that sort of enchanting process. But these cards are fairly simple. It's mostly at these times a pull of the lever.
Wrong lever!
So wait, we give these calling cards out, and then when people need us, what do they do with the card?
Oh, well, I mean, that would depend upon what your business is again. And I don't mean to be prying, but if we're getting farther down this track, what per se is your business? He looks around at everyone.
Murder.
So,
You say that?
No, I don't say that.
I mean, you're not wrong. We've killed lots
Yeah.
of people.
Yeah, just a small amount.
Maybe like a small village worth of people.
Or a medium-sized village worth of,
I
cultists.
turn around and I come closer to everyone, as like close as I can get to whoever's grouped closest together, and I whisper and I'm like, what should be our business? Let's make it something not murder.
We could do it. What if it's catering? You can get away with a lot if you're a caterer. But what's our goal? What's the plan? What are we trying to do?
I don't make food, I eat food.
It could be protection.
What if we're product testers? Product testers. Let's do that.
No.
Go out to
we're
the field and we
just
test
like
products.
hands for hire, right? So like right now we're going after whatever the Queen of Gargant wants so we can get our flying ship, remember?
Yeah, we have to talk to the queen here and Socrates.
We could become private. No, what if we wait? Could we become privateers? That's legal. Maybe.
I mean, if that's what the queen wants of us.
We do have a ship.
Privateers.
Could we just put TBD?
I like TBD because
Hamilton
we
is very
like we
against
want
the
to put
idea
any
of
sort of like
being a privateer.
there's
Oh.
some sort of like religious bent, right? Because we are going about Zenith's task ultimately, right? We're trying to purge Gargant from this fissure.
Colonialism. Got it.
I mean, not exactly, right? because we're just trying to like rid it of evil.
Yeah, because
Ah.
like hell is rising up out of the ground and wants to destroy the world. So maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we
So
like
maybe we
cleanse
pick
this water
something like
source.
Guardians of Justice or Defenders of the Faith, or
Yeah, I
then
don't-
then if someone really needs someone to like do something like crazy cool like that, we'll be on top of the Google search list. I mean
Yeah.
the local yellow page.
I mean that's kind of what we do. I created a path through a lava lake.
Path makers, path setters. Let's see.
We're El Caminos.
Can we be like exorcists? Does that count?
Ridding the world of evil spirits. I think that's
I'm
pretty
not-
close.
I'm not one for exercising, so I don't like that one.
Mm,
Well, you exercise the spirits, not yourself.
Oh, we're personal trainers.
I
Hmm.
mean,
What
that's
if we
not-
put just defenders? Then
That's
it's a nice
Okay.
wide-reaching like
Can we just put doer of deeds?
stuff.
Done dirt cheap.
I like doer of deeds.
Not
Because,
done dirt
we-
cheap. But yes.
Because we are testing out these candles, and that is definitely a deed that we need to do.
Oh, I
Do you
guess we
want
should
to do
tell this
that
guy. Maybe
now?
we should tell this guy what our group name is. Maybe if we just tell him we're the Rum Rollers, he'll have heard of us and he'll come up with something for us.
That actually is probably a good
Why
idea.
don't we just call ourselves high rollers then?
gamblers.
That's our yeah. I mean, we do gamble with our lives.
Yeah.
So do we say rum rollers or high rollers? I'm fine with saying rum rollers. Is everybody still there?
It's fine
Yeah.
with me.
Yeah, I just want to know if he recognizes us. If he does, then maybe our problem is solved.
Yeah.
And if not, maybe it's time for to rebrand ourselves.
Break off from the pack and do our own album.
Yeah. It's all about rebranding, building your brand these days.
Yeah.
This is true.
I back in agreement and like turn around back to face him. But I still don't speak.
He looks at you quizzically and sees that the hushed conversations had come to an end, and there's a bit of a twinkle in his eye, and he says, "Have you come to a conclusion?"
Knock?
Mime's gonna look over and be like, "Have you ever heard of the Rum Rollers?"
Certainly. The tales of them have been told for a while. The saviors of titty sprinkles and the again the saviors of Gargantium, the capital city.
So how exactly would you describe what the Rum Rollers does? If you were to make them a calling card, what would you put on it?
This
Yeah,
I can
probably
choose.
the saviors of justice or some such. I'm not. I generally do a lot of research before I name things, if you can't tell. Are you asking me to name your business? Are you the Rum Rollers? He just says to a little shockedly.
He's on to us. Kill him.
Mime's gonna give him some finger guns and a wink.
Oh, this makes so much more sense. I'd heard tale of the famous rooster here, and he gestures towards the cat. But I thought the tale was that they could speak.
I cluck and then speak out loud, and I was like, I can.
You
Oh.
never asked.
Well, that is completely
Very
fair.
rude.
I do apologize for my presumptions,
It is very, very terrible of me. I do apologize. To be more direct and quick about your question, I guess though, you would probably be in the eyes of Gargantium at least as protectors and saviors. Although again, this might depend upon where your journeys might take you, because your card is a reflection of what you do and who you are, obviously. And
That's
if you
deep.
find yourselves in a territory that doesn't favor the deeds you've done, they might
Wait.
not see you as protectors or saviors. But
So what you're saying is we need to get several cards, each for different situations.
well,
Hello,
that's-
yes, we're the police. No, we're the mafia. No, we're the
Government? No.
Are the
We are the
caterers?
supporters of titty sprinkles.
If we have multiple cards, I vote that one just says the Rum Rollers. We do things.
you know what?
I like
you
that.
Yeah.
might be an excellent way to handle this, actually. And he says, "Hold on, one moment here." And he goes back into his shop, and you hear a bit of rustling and a bit of what sounds like high pressure just releasing. And then he walks back out with a machine in his hands, both of his hands. It's probably about the size of a small crate. And he says, I just got the newest model. This is an slightly outdated version for making cards here, that I'm holding currently. You could just make your own cards as the need might fit it.
Oh, that's
I
what
could
I'm talking about.
My goodness.
and I
That's
could
what I call branding.
and I could part with this one. And he's kind of struggling. You could tell. Wait, he sets it down on the trolley, and then he pulls out a pad, and it looks like some receipts that are in his pocketbook or potentially. And he goes, "I could part with this one for probably 200 gold, or half a tenth of that in platinum, if you do seem to be the sort to carry such. So 20 platinum."
Hmm.
I want to look at him and be like, we are the saviors of Gargant and titty sprinkles, and you want to charge us for this?
Go
And you
ahead,
just said that you got a brand new one, and this is an older one, so I don't see that you would be using it anymore.
It could save our lives at some point. You never know.
It could save your life.
And we would remember this gesture.
So
I'm pretty sure.
us taking it off your hands would just be help decluttering your business.
We're good guys.
Well, as lovely as that all sounds, could you please all roll a persuasion for me?
We're fun guys. We eat the dead.
17.
7.
19.
7.
I wiggled my eyebrows at him a couple times to emphasize
24.
what everyone was saying.
High five, Jesse. We rolled the same thing.
hell yeah.
Yahtzee.
We're all done over here. Or sorry, we're all over here killing it.
He's looking around, and he'd said what he'd said, but then he's kind of tongue tied for a second, and he says, "Well, if you do, if you really are," then he looks over at Mime, who's the only other one that's probably the highest of tales being told, especially since the saving of Titty Sprinkles was done with a large part to them as well. And he says as such, I believe tale was told of you being the captain. So you might provide one more finger guns, and I think that would do it. As well as if you could put a good word in to the queen for me. My name is Ferrus, and I was really looking forward to meeting her, but she'd had to cancel for me, and she'd said it was an account at meeting some heroes, so I'm guessing it had to be you all.
Oh shit, are we making the queen wait?
I'll say,
Dun,
were we
dun, dun.
summoned? So I'm gonna take a half a step back with one of my feet and widen my stance into like an L type shape. I'm gonna very dramatically like hold my hands out to my side, and I'm gonna look at him like at an angle. I'm gonna tilt my hat down, and I'm gonna finger guns.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna say, "Would you like to come with us to meet the queen?"
Ooh, performance, just because.
Ooh, that's a good performance.
2 19s in a row too.
Giving the people what they want.
Yeah. So he places his hand on his chest and his mouth kind of goes agape and his head goes to the side. Me? Come with you? Well then, of course! And this must be Captain Mime. Those were some excellent guns. Whew, gonna have to keep my dancing shoes on to dodge those bullets. And he gestures towards the machine, the card-making machine, and he says, this is now property of the Rum Rollers.
That's nice.
Much
like this.
appreciated, sir.
This will come in very handy. We will use it. Have no fear.
We will remember your kindness.
Have no
wait,
fear,
actually,
the
I'm gonna
rum rollers
ask him-
are here.
I'm gonna ask him to show me how it works and come over and like have him make our first card for us.
Oh yes, it's just a simple thing. And he pulls from the back. There's a full stock of paper you can see he's left behind in the back, and he pulls it out and sets it down in a flat area, and then he's like, now you just twist these knobs on the side, to spell out what you need, and on the card. And you can see up here, just above the flat surface, you just pull this lever down, and it stamps whatever you'd like on it. And after that, you set it down here, and he lifts up a second latch on it, and set it down in here, imbuing it with what magics you have. Now, I've left some some neutral enchanting material down in there for you as well. That is going to need some imbuing with whatever intent it is and magics that you would like placed upon it, obviously.
Mime's gonna look around the group and be like, somebody here does magic, right?
Magok?
A tiny little bit, but I don't know if it's arcane.
Okay, so we just have to imbue it with whatever magic we choose?
Yes, it would be. Well, so these would be a sort of intent magics. So an enchantment with what you choose. So, in the case of mine, I'd tied it to with a messaging device so that it would populate a data sheet for me, as I was noting before. Yours might be, oh shoot, I'm not sure. Might just be a two-way communication in your case, because your negotiations, I'm sure, are a task. This might make it quite easy for you. Instead of having to travel around everywhere, you can send a card off to someone and have a distance communication device on a piece of paper.
Wow.
I think it's safe to say he doesn't know about the torch, so let's not mention that.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds good.
He's coming with us to see the queen? That sounds fun.
Yes, I would like to have some time to prepare, if that's all right. I'm not exactly in the best attire, and you do see that he's kind of been working. He's got some ink stains on his cuff and a couple other a button missing or two. This is my work clothes.
That makes sense. What do you think, guys? We'll give him like what? 2 minutes?
Are
So
we?
I know
Go ahead.
Mime bought new clothes at the market. I'm assuming that since they were just given to me right before we came over here, I haven't changed. And so I'm gonna ask if was it Harris? I'm gonna ask if Harris has a spare room I could change in.
Ferrus, actually, with an
Ferrus.
F. But just across the ways here, and he points to the other, just outside the gate, basically, back the way you guys came, is my small, humble abode. I could certainly offer you a room in there if you're. It's probably a little bit more private than any of the factory floor, obviously. And you are guys too. Just to describe, I sometimes miss some of these things because I get pulled into the moment too. But you are standing in a courtyard, actually, of a what seems to be a larger factory complex. And the building that he was going into, and you had met him in, is the medium size of the three, with the smallest seeming to have little interaction with anybody, but the building to your east or your right, it does have people kind of scurrying between doors, and you can hear a big pumping and steaming and just crackling along of different things inside of that building, as well as there are stacks on top of it, or chimneys rather, that are pumping out something.
Mime's just gonna give a thumbs up and look around. Be like, what are you guys gonna do?
I'm just gonna start preening myself to clean up.
All the siblings begin cleaning themselves and each other and everyone else. Bring it in, bring it in. We have to get ready.
So, you said it was evening by the time we rolled in here. How late in the day? Like, is it too late to make a
It's
call upon the queen?
well, is Kat asking the question of Ferrus, or
I would say that I would ask this to our crowd, like our group
oh, okay.
here.
Well, I'm going to hurry up and change in my 2 minutes, and he runs away.
Okay.
Yeah, we should
And
go.
he walks to the front of the door of here for you, Mime, and gestures to a room inside of his house before he gets into his room, and says, "That room is completely open. I have been looking for a tenant for weeks for that." And he goes inside his room.
Oh well, if we're not going to see the queen, I'm not gonna change. Fuck that. But
Well,
Oh,
I
bad.
think we are going because he ran off because we were gonna go.
oh, okay. So yeah, sorry. Okay, I say okay, and then I run and I go into the room. I'm gonna change into my fancy clothes.
I don't think Rarl has any fancy clothes, so they're just chilling.
I had not worked up your fancy clothes for you, and that
Oh,
vendor
okay.
hadn't given them to you technically either yet. But I'm trying.
Oh.
Do you had you had any time in the since then to think of anything that you would want as a stylistic approach to it?
Oh, so I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought he gave me. So did I get any clothes? Did I get the
You did.
tunics?
Yes. You'd gotten the basic clothing, but you would asked for the fancier clothing, and he'd said
And
it
that's
would
what's
take.
wrong.
Yeah, he was going to take a while to come up with a design for you, because because you'd just given him the finger gun description.
Yeah. That's a good point. Okay, so I don't have those. I have not thought about it. I mean, I just have like a vest and pants. It's more like the fabric that I'm assuming is fancy than the
Well,
I guess
and
that'll be exciting, but
even the stuff that you'd picked up while you were there is probably cleaner than what you guys have walked
yeah.
into.
So that's what I was gonna say. I'm changing whatever clothes I have that are clean and not dirty and gross. I'm gonna put those on, and I'm gonna look around for like a basin of water or anything I can clean myself with.
The room that you're in seems mostly uninhabited, but you did poke your head while Ferrus ran into his room. You'd seen the kitchen was just outside your room, with a modern amenities of sorts that you were able to probably get some water and
Yeah.
take it back to your room to clean
Yeah.
up.
So I'm gonna like clean up as much as I can, and I'm gonna take the clothes off that I've been wearing, and I probably can't burn them here and in the house, but I do not like. I'm gonna dispose of them, or at least put them in my bag and wait to dispose of them, because I'm assuming they're just destroyed. And I am at least gonna put on the clean tunic and the new pants.
Not the new armor?
Oh yeah, and the new armor. Oh wait, is this like? Does this go under my clothes or does it go over? It's gotta go over. It's plate, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm also gonna put the plate on.
Okay. Just checking. I think I'd been able to add that one to your inventory before.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's here.
Hmm. Roll me a d10.
E10. Oh no.
In this particular case, that's good because you were able to shimmy out of your clothes and clean up as best you can in a record 2 minutes, and you're headed back to your friends.
Look at that.
While you can hear still Ferrus falling over in his room. It sounds like maybe he missed a pant leg or something.
He's so
He's losing
excited.
his shit, guys.
Haste makes waste.
And in 8 minutes, you see him coming out with a newly make-upped over bruise, probably on the side of his head. Oh, are we ready? You see he's done his mustache up too, and his hair slicked back.
Totally. Why are we going to see the queen?
We're going to see the queen because the Queen of Gargant asked us to, and also mentioned that we might be able to make a Dune airborne.
Nice. Should we bring her something like a gift, or like I have some of these fresh fish tenders left?
She might like a pillow.
Oh, that's great. Hold on. Let's see. Which one should we do? Let's see. Do we want this one? It's a giant black dildo pillow. Or this one? It's a small, like, kind of like fancy, but a pink one. It's a little bit smaller and more dainty, but you know, it's not about the size, it's how you use it anyway. Or should we just get like a normal pillow because she's a queen and we should be respectful?
Yeah, the queen can probably procure whatever she wants, so maybe we should get her a normal one and keep the special ones for us.
Totally. Okay.
If I were to lay my 2 coppers in, I would probably go for the larger ones. I've heard tale, but those are just rumors. Maybe. I'm actually, and he's going to pull out.
I'm gonna roll an insight check on that.
Go ahead. Another card and a small box that seemed to be wrapped. Be bringing one of a personally requested item from her for her that she'd asked for, but said there wasn't any rush. So I can see why she'd pushed this off. And you're quite sure he was being not even a little bit dishonest.
So, what's in the box?
That is for me and the queen.
Hmm.
I'm gonna turn around and look at Warren and be like, "Hey, Warren, can you put this card maker in your backpack, or should we throw it on a Dune?"
It is a good 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet.
Maybe into the portal room.
Did you just call him Warren, or was it two?
No, the portal. The
No.
like the plate portal.
Yep.
I did. I called him Warren. That's my bad.
Oh.
Maybe that's why I'm not getting a response.
Also, sometimes Frederick gets lost.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, that's a really nice tree. I get it. It's mesmerizing. So I'm just going to take my backpack off and pull the plate out and spin the plate.
Okay.
This athletics?
It was a sleight of hand I think we were doing, unless you wanted to make a specific plate.
Nope, sleight of hand is perfect.
Okay. Nice, 20.
I'm going to look around and be like, I'm getting better.
And you get it. You just pull it out. You roll it across your arm, and it gets to the tip of your finger, and it's already spinning with just a flick of your wrist. And the portal opens up right into the center room, as per usual. Are you storing it in any particular room? Or
I
just
mean,
in
I don't
this
know how
room?
heavy it is. I don't know if I can even pick it up. I might have
It's-
to look around and ask for help.
It's fairly heavy, but you can with effort.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just going to put it in a corner in the main room.
Okay.
Take it in, drop it off, come back out, grab the
Adune's
plate.
becoming like the spare room that you forget that you put stuff in.
Yeah, we should probably bring her something nice next time we come back. Well, I figure this is like a semi-magical item, and Adune does magic, so Adune might like.
Oh yeah, we could make a thing that just for her.
Adune
We need
does.
to give her a good debarnacling.
I mean, if we're gonna put her in the air, definitely.
Adune does greet you as you come aboard. Hi, Captain. Wonderful to see you.
Hello, Adune. How are you doing in here?
Just enjoying this beautiful weather that's ever present. It is getting a little boring, although this has been such a nice reprieve from the herring mishaps, if you recall my previous masters.
Yeah, we figured you could use some R&R, but don't worry. I don't know how to get you out of this bottle, but we're working on making you be able to fly. So we didn't forget about you. Don't worry. There's things in the works.
Oh, well, lovely. I have no worries that you will do the best that you can for me. You'd saved me from those perils before, so I'm quite content here for now. Is there anything that I could perhaps busy myself with in the meantime?
You could
I haven't-
contemplate reality.
No, don't do that. It's a bad path. I can't think of anything right now. I will go back and we will brainstorm as a group, and I'll let you know. Is there anything that you would like us to get for you? Do you need anything?
Oh, what would be wonderful? This water, oddly enough, doesn't have any fish. And interestingly, as I've become this boat from my previous life and all, I'd been quite fond of watching fish. We do have a couple gulls. And you do hear out in the distance of a couple seagulls squeaking, cawing, whatever they do.
Shrieking.
But, yeah, shrieking. Mine.
Fine.
Mine.
But the fish were much more fun to watch than the greedy birds. If you catch my drift.
So Mime's gonna look over the side, and I don't know how nice or clear the water is. Are there like plants in the water? Does it look like an ecosystem that could support fish? What are the gulls
they look
eating?
like the gulls seem to be purely living off of spite and or I'm not sure. There were coconuts you can see over the edge, but you're quite sure that they're not there. Maybe the gulls are eating some bugs that are on them, but definitely not fish.
Whatever sneaks through the portal when we open it.
Mhm.
Maybe we'll work on getting you a fish tank. As ironic
Oh,
as that might be.
That might be fairly nice. Much better than sitting here and taking the shit from these gulls.
What if we can like pimp out a dune, not like literally, but make like an entire wall in the interior a fish tank? I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna work on it. I don't want to get you just like a 2-gallon fish tank with a goldfish. We're gonna get you a thriving
3-gallon
ecosystem.
fish tank with 3 goldfish.
Oh, you're just the best. You're just the best, Captain.
I want a fish tank wall. Yeah, we're working on it. We're also working on getting you out of here back into the real world so you can have some fresh air through your sails.
We heard you like fish tanks, so we put a fish tank in your fish tank.
Well,
Pimp my
I've seen people
shit.
do that.
Yep, my ship. Yep.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, Adune. Glad to see you're doing okay. I'm gonna work on some entertainment for you.
Oh, wonderful! Thank you. It's much appreciated. Gratitude. Just showering you with platitudes to hopefully get this because you can tell that she's kind of straining at her edges. Maybe might going a little bit mad in a bottle. But yeah, I put that back on that ship.
You're
so
muted.
Oh, we should get Adune some hermit crabs.
Oh. We could teach them to clean the barnacles off of her.
Yeah, and they can just like run around.
The one time having crabs is good.
I'm gonna ask the queen if she knows if there's hermit crabs anywhere. Okay.
The
Anyway.
queen? Oh, okay. You're making a note to yourself. I see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna come back through the portal, close the portal. Adune misses us all, guys. We need to find Adune a pet, preferably something with the fish variety. Maybe some hermit crabs. Any ideas are welcome.
Well, I mean, ideally, we would like to get him out of there first, right? Like, how hard is that?
Does anybody know how to get Adune out of the bottle?
What if we just broke the bottle?
That might work, but I also see that being very like catastrophic.
We could try to cut the bottle with that like glass cutting trick. Or
I'm sure the
Maybe-
queen.
Yeah, let's ask the queen, or maybe like her head wizard or something.
Yeah, she'll have some high level magician, wizard, magic doer under her command. Sure. Service. All right, let's go see this queen before it gets too late. I feel like she's going to be drunk and partying by the time we get there.
Let's
That's
do it.
the best time to meet her, I think.
If I was
Yeah.
royalty, I'd always be drunk and partying.
Like the French.
Yeah, that didn't turn out too good for them, did it?
I don't know.
I mean,
they're the
well-
head of the EU now.
Yeah, they came right back.
So to
Yeah.
the point.
The royal family came right back into power like 30 years later, and went right back to partying.
You know, guys, royal life is just so stressful. Sometimes you just have to let go and let loose.
And all day, every day. YOLO!
Just so stressful.
Yeah, sometimes you think you just might lose your head.
So I'm gonna look at Ferrus and be like, how far away is the palace? Do we need a carriage?
Oh, yes, certainly. You need a carriage.
I mean, we're still in the Blue Ring district here. You'll have to go through the Red Ring and into the Purple Ring. That's at least, even by carriage, an hour carriage ride.
God damn, this city's big.
Yeah. Let's wave
Well-
our little cart around and get our carriage friend back here.
Yeah.
We wave the thing.
And the shimmering in the air doesn't start like the last time. You hear a call from the card. Out of range. Try again in 2 minutes.
I wave it again, but before 2 minutes.
Out of range. Try again in 1 minute.
I wave it furiously like 6 or 7 times in a row.
Oh yes,
So it works.
and Ferrus says he sees you waving it around furiously. Yeah, sometimes they do that if not only but he probably isn't. You haven't been here for all that. Oh, okay, maybe he has. Maybe he's off on another carriage ride. I'd give it the minutes that it says. But after that, you could try spitting on it and shaking it. Seems to work.
Operator. 00000.
Representative.
I'm
He's
sorry.
spitting on it.
Did not understand.
Your call could not be completed as dialed.
All right, we wait a minute and then shake it again.
At this point, there is a shimmering, and the carriage does appear next to you guys with Timothy on it, and he goes, "Oh, is you ready to do so soon?"
I mean, long enough for you to leave, right?
Oh yes, yes. The night is young, so I have much to do.
That makes sense. We'd like to see the queen.
Oh, not gonna make a stop at the pink plush pig?
I don't know what that is.
I do. I question what that is.
Oh, that's the nightclub here in Socrates. It's most famous.
Should we get shit-faced before we see the queen? Or after we see the queen?
Let's do
say
after.
because we might be able to talk her into getting us that good royal hooch.
That's true.
Win or lose, we still booze.
I'm sure she'd get us bottle service at the fucking.
Why don't we invite the queen out for drinks?
Let's do that. Let's go get the queen and invite her out for a night on the town.
Yes, let's ruin our name by having the queen get assassinated because she went out to party with us.
I'm sure she knows how to party safely. It can't be that horrible of a situation here. I look around at all the burning buildings and people screaming, "Down with the government!"
Everything seems totally fine.
Taxation is theft.
So
Alright.
I'm gonna climb into the carriage.
Yeah, like let's just go to the palace first and see what's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wait, we didn't negotiate a price.
Oh, so we're going to the palace. That
Yes.
was going to be another single silver. It's an hour drive away.
Wow.
We got this.
Okay.
I plop up on his driver's seat and I just give him a piece of gold from my beak.
Oh, wonderful! I could much haste. Are you going to be riding here?
We could hire him for the day.
I was going to look at him and be like, next time we wave the card, you come the first time.
Well, that with this sort of price, I certainly can. I will certainly
be at the ready. I apologize for the delay. I have to feed the family, you know. And he says, "All aboard."
I crawl down into the seating cabin with everyone else.
We once
Hop on.
again all try to get out at the same time and get stuck. No, me first, me first. We've done this before. Come on, guys.
They can figure it out for themselves this time.
It takes us like a good 30 seconds, but eventually we scramble through.
I get on the cart. Or in, or whatever verbiage.
Yep. And you guys get on, and I'll get in. Presumably, I haven't heard anything from Hamilton. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I said I got on.
Oh, my bad.
You're good.
Was in the midst of everything else, so I was making sure, and I was double checking the queen's name because I forgot it in the meantime, but I found it while you guys were talking. So, anywho, so you guys get upon the carriage, and after Timothy's announcement, and Ferrus follows along as well. Not really cramming in for some reason. Somehow he seems to. It seemed full and packed before, but when he sits down, the carriage also seems to be able to hold him no problem, even though it still seems full.
The greatest carriage ever.
And you guys are. You can feel the carriage rocking, you know, and the roughness of the dirt streets that you were hard packed on in the factory district fading away to the more smooth cobblestones as he makes it apparently on top of a bridge, it sounds like, because you can hear the city fading away as you guys raise up above on one of the bridges, apparently going over one of the walls and into the Red Ring district, you can only presume, where it is a bit quieter, less even though the walls are already quieting it already, until you get to a certain part, you feel as the carriage is rocking probably about halfway through your journey of a ground, not even ground. It's inside your body, feeling almost of just boom 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 bass as you're driving by some sort of establishment. You can only assume because it seems there is some other tones, but you can't quite hear them, or you're thinking to yourself, feel them, you guess, because the bass is so powerful at this point. And as it fades away into the distance, you feel the carriage rocking up onto another bridge, going up over another set of the walls, and you presume into the final ring of the city of the Queen's Palisades.
So crazy that they just let everyone over to see the queen.
And you feel the carriage rocking to a stop, and a Timothy's rapping on the carriage. Wait, did you hang out outside, Kat? I forget.
No, I crawled inside.
That's what I thought. And then anyway, so he's rapping on the side of the carriage again. Oh, as far as I can go.
I'm gonna exit the carriage.
I as well.
I as well.
Me three.
And not just because everyone else is doing it. I want to get out of the carriage because I want to get out of the carriage.
That's good.
Oh no, I'm totally just following the party at this point.
Did we lose Mimi?
I think we might have.
Yeah, she had mentioned she may drop off early.
Yep.
She just dipped. She didn't say bye or nothing. At least I didn't hear.
Bloop. It's like, I'm done.
How dare she? Do we leave her in the carriage? Do we leave them in the carriage?
We did get that guy a gold. Maybe we just tell him to like circle around for a few hours.
Yeah, I would say that somebody suggests that out loud to him.
Keep her asleep.
I'd
Make
do
it happen.
so. You want to just like maybe take her around for a little while. Don't sell her.
Good. Good on that. Make sure they know we want her back. Want them back.
Yes, we do.
Timothy
Unless they offer
says-
a lot of money.
says, well, I could certainly do that. But metagaming wise, I could say that they just follow along for the most part because as you're stepping out of the carriage, you see a large gate before you into what you can only guess these lower walls. They're not too high. You're thinking to yourself, Ralston, I could probably climb those. But you can see also trees coming over it, so it must be a courtyard on the other side. And the gates are closed, but there are two guards kind of standing mostly at ease to the either side of it, looking at you guys as you pulled up a little bit farther away. But you're probably about 15 feet away from them and the entrance.
I am on the wrong
We
screen.
wave at them from
Up.
15 feet away.
Here we go. I just moved the bookmark now. And and they don't respond to the waving, it seems like.
They might be blind.
I approach. Just me by myself. Maybe. Can I not see? Oh, I'm tiny.
You are very tiny. You
And
are
the
chicken.
gates are closed, you said?
Yep. With two guards to the sides of the gates, and you walk up in between the two guards off to either side, and the one looks at the other and nods, and then the one that nodded starts walking forward towards the chicken that it sees and bends down on a knee and says, "Excuse me, art thou the Rum Roller?"
I begawk in agreement and say, yes, we are, sir.
What? Grandiose. Well, the Queen has been kept waiting for quite some time. Please go through. You might find her indisposed, but she'd said to let you in regardless.
And he cracks the door enough for you to walk through.
Are those your friends back there?
We wave.
They are. They are my comrades. They're with me.
Great, great.
And he opens the door a little bit wider, and you can see into a calm, serene courtyard on the other side, with what looks like some statues and a lot of greenery. There's one other guard that seems to be moseying in the courtyard.
We enter.
Do we enter?
Just run face
moment.
first into it. It'll work.
It
We
did!
paw at the door. It worked, I think.
There you go. I was trying to pull you guys over, but you kept moving too.
Oh.
I
Sorry. I was like, if we just keep trying.
Pull me in, Daddy.
Did that work?
Yes.
I think I've lost
Nope.
control of my characters, and I can't see them.
They're on this side.
They're
of
in the
door.
void.
How about now?
Nope.
How about now?
How about a
Nope.
Noah?
I don't know what happened.
That is weird. It did lose your
Yeah, let me reload. Maybe
Yeah, I
that'll
see.
help.
no. for whatever reason, it did kick your the like fact that it was representing your character on each
They
one of
knew.
these weirdly. They knew.
The guards knew. All right, now I see.
The one. I'm still putting the others
Wow.
up.
This is nice.
And this is the interior of the castle.
This is just like, yeah, the beginning entry of the castle, you can tell. Can you select the other ones? Looks like you moved them now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Anywho, so yeah, this is just the beginning, and the guard says as much, and said that the lady should be Lady Theodore, excuse me, High Lady Queen Theodore should be at court in her, with her maidens in the central chambers. If you just proceed straight and then might be a left, you can ask a couple of the other guards as you go along. It's directions aren't my best.
I'm sorry,
This
did you
place
say
is great.
sensual chambers?
Yeah, you know, all the rooms in the middle of the building.
I take out my potion.
Oh my.
Which potion?
The central one.
Wait, I thought it
That's
was a
what we're going to, right? The central chambers. The queen? No? Okay. The queen!
Yeah, I thought you could. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say I thought we could move ourselves with our cursors. So
Do you guys want to proceed with this? Because we are at about almost quarter till, just questioning because of
I was gonna.
might be a
This
good
could be
stopping
a
point.
good stopping point, so that way
Yeah.
we have more of our people with us, and then we start the next session talking to the queen in the central chambers.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired. I gotta work in the morning.
Yeah, I'm good with
I
that.
was just gathering that too, because that way, yeah, it seemed like a good place to call a good bookend to be able to remember where you guys are at, probably, and
Yep.
maybe some goals and objectives you want out of meeting the queen in the next 2 weeks can be thought of.
True. In the meantime, the four cats begin dancing.
There is some soft music being played, and it seems to be echoing around all of the interior chambers of the palace.
Nice. We're just swaying in place along with it.
A wimbo whip, a wimbo whip.
No imbo up. Wee. If you want them to be a cat, because the cat's the only cat who
That only
knows
came
where
through
it's at.
Did it
as
come
like
through
a
my
s-
headset?
It only came through as like a strangling baby sound.
That's kind of what it sounded like.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
That's a good one.
A grand and wonderful thank you for those who took the time and made it here, to the end of the episode, where I know sometimes we are long-winded and others we are just dead silent. I don't know what to tell you. This is raw here, folks. Please remember to like and subscribe, and you can help support us just by listening. But you can also provide even more support, if you like, by going to Anchor FM page and following the support link there. If you do so, I will personally work in an NPC or an idea, whatever you'd like to hear played out. If you want, you can get a hold of us through one of our many options, including voice messages on Anchor FM, or DM to our Twitter, or any other social media that you can find us, YouTube, etc. You can share your ideas, otherwise listen for the shout out and thank you for making it through.